Hey y'all, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. This week I'm just going to be taking y'all along on what a normal week looks like for me, especially reading wise. We're going to be focusing on my page count, how much I'm reading during a day, and all that other fun stuff I get up to during the week. In all honesty, this week is really chill, so we're just gonna get to relax, hang out, talk about all the fun books. Talking about books, let's get into what books I'm kind of reading this week. What I'm actually reading this week. Firstly, I've been working on this one as a buddy read slash little book club, but I am falling behind right now, so I need to pick up the pace on Hail Mary. This was one of the most popular books of last year, and for very good reason. The humor in this book is just top tier. It's so funny. There's so much I have highlighted in here that just made me laugh out loud. In this book, you just start off with our character and he is in a space shuttle by himself. His memory is fuzzy. He doesn't know exactly why he's there. And then a bunch of other stuff ensues after that. And you just, ooh, it's so good. If you haven't read this already and you love sci-fi, even if you don't like sci-fi, go ahead, try this book out. You're gonna like it, trust me. But I've had such a good time reading this and I can't wait to get to the conclusion. I don't know if I'm supposed to be finishing it this week, but I know I have some catching up to do, so we'll see. And then also when I'm not reading for the buddy read, because I only have I really don't know how many pages I'm behind right now. I know it's around like 90, so there's a lot of reading to do there, but that's only like maybe a day or two for me. I've become a little obsessed with reading this year. This is why there's a whole channel for it, okay? Anyways, I'm finally gonna be getting to Dance of Thieves, which has been popular for a hot second now, but it sounds like a book up my alley. And also this cover is just gorgeous. Stunning. Yeah, I picked this up from Half Price Books. I don't know if it was one of their new ones or not, but it was on sale and like $6 for this book, so I'm excited to get into it. I think I'm gonna like it a whole lot. So those are the books we're focusing on. If I finish both of those, of course we'll pick up another one. I have a TBR shelf. Really, it only has like 20 physical books on there right now, which isn't that bad. Except the problem is my wishlist TBR and things I'm just going to pick up whenever I'm ready to read them is a lot longer.
Okay, so I may have a problem.
Anyways, the game plan for today, I already got the house picked up a little bit. The apartment. I already got the apartment picked up a little bit. I need to organize and get the kitchen like scrubbed down right now. I'll get some food, drink some water, trying to stay hydrated. I've been so bad about it recently, but I've got my Awala with me again. I think we're on the right track with that. I will catch up with y'all later.
Sunshine shining on my face, heartbeat racing like a race. Found a love that's just begun, felt the spark, I know she's the one.
I just read a couple chapters of Hail Mary. As always, phenomenal book. I can already tell it's gonna be a 5-star read. Honestly, it is so good. But I was reminded, I posted a video about this today on my shorts page, but I have been so bad about reading my Bible lately. I read other books all the friggin' time, but I've just been forgetting the most important ones. So we're gonna get back on track here. I've been going through Luke. I love Bible journaling so much. It is my favorite thing, and if it's not for you, that's totally fine. This is just how I really comprehend the Bible, by writing some facts down, highlighting in different colors. I have my whole highlighting chart up front, but like this makes me so happy to see I went through this whole passage, and I want more of my Bible to look like that. So the goal for this week is to get at least a couple more pages to look like this, because I really only read through a passage or two at a time highlighting like this. But let's get some of this Bible read, because I need to do that.
Feeling brand new with a love so true. Strumming my guitar, singing my song. Can't believe this love could be so strong.
I'm gonna call it on the Bible study. I got a little passage done. I got some highlighting. I got a couple notes taken down. We are highlighting a passage where I feel like it's very clearly written out what's going on there. So it's not like I need extra notes to go back and interpret it if I was going to be reading it, or have any super important thoughts that I want to remember to come back to if I'm ever reading it again. So we're gonna call it there for tonight. I remember what I was going to do. I got my AirPods charged. And we're gonna listen to, I'm still showing things to the viewfinder. I'm looking at y'all now. Oh, good heavens. Okay, anyways. This is a normal day in my brain. Anyways, I am going to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Hugo? Hugo. I'm going to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. By read, I mean listen. Please, this is what we're going to be listening to. I'm about 2 hours into it right now, so I'm going to listen to this and get my storage closet organized because there's so much stuff in there. It's so bad. What is this? I think we should bring this back for winter fashion. Why do I still own this? I got this for my wedding because it was 22 degrees that day and it was an outside wedding, so. But I think it's time to let it go. I got it cleaned, at least for the most part. Look at that. I had left that light on for far too long, so I need to get a new light bulb in there. But there's walking space in there. I can actually walk in it. I could like hang out in here. That'd be crazy. But that's picked up. Now just to get the donation piles figured out and sent to where they need to go because this is yeesh. Yeesh. All right, let's have a little end of day check-in. Can't talk anymore. I'm scared. 50 pages of Hail Mary. I've read, or I've listened to 7% of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I'm caught up to where everybody else is on this book right now, so I'm going to put that down. I wasn't as far behind as I thought, so that's great news. But it's only about, it's like 9:50, a little past that, so it's right at 10 o'clock, but I'm gonna get into Dance with These a little bit so I can just chill out for the night. And yeah, I'll update you on this tomorrow because it's getting late and my camera's dying, so hopefully this is good. I'm excited. My updates on reading. I really haven't read much today.
Inconceivable!
I think I read about 20 pages of Dance of Thieves. I wanted it. Dance of Thieves? Vow of Thieves. Divine Rivals. Thieves of Divine Rivals of Vows.
Stop it!
Help. I'm probably gonna edit a bit tonight. I think I'm gonna go read because I've just been keeping myself busy and then I have tomorrow off. So I'm probably gonna film another sit down video because I haven't done that and I need to film more of those because I do enjoy filming them. So I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna get some footage from this camera uploaded to my computer for the first time because I haven't done that yet and I need to see how that works. I feel like it should be pretty simple, hopefully. We'll see. And I will come back with updates on, I want to call it Divine Vows, and that's not the name of any book I know of the Vow of Thieves, Vow of Piracy. Okay. Let's talk about the game plan today. I think right now I'm just gonna finish getting ready and then go get some coffee. I got the video I filmed last night already edited, so that is done, which means I have 2 weeks of main channel videos all edited up. I am gonna try to put in an extra third video since I normally only post once a week. But I do want to try to get a couple more videos out in a month. It's just a little difficult to find the time to film and continue to work my job completely and read all the books I want to. So we have to find a balance of all those because both of my hobbies take up time and I need to be doing both of the hobbies to keep up with posting videos. Game plan for today. I want to go to my favorite local coffee shop and get some food and coffee from there because it is so good. I am meeting up with a friend later, or they're meeting me over at my place. And we're gonna hang out, maybe watch a movie, maybe find something to do in town. I don't really know the game plan there. Depending on how much time I have after I get my food this morning, I may go run by Half Price Books since it's like right next to there. I don't do a whole lot to get ready anymore. I do more than I used to. Before I started filming videos, I work from home, so I had no reason to really get ready. And that was not great for my self-esteem. So now that I'm doing this, I have a reason to just get myself a little more ready for the day. And that has been so good for me mentally. I didn't realize how much that was really messing with my mental state. Probably should have. Fun fact, when I was like 14 to 17, I did crazy colorful makeup all the time. Like I was peek into my beauty guru YouTube channel phase, so I would copy what they did. And honestly, I wasn't half bad after a couple years of doing makeup like that. I don't think I could do most of it now as well as I did when I was like 16. And now we're down to, I just put concealer on my face and then I rub the sponge to get a little of the extra concealer off to the rest of my face, just to kind of blend in the concealer. My insulin pump died last night and it's been charging this morning, so I finally just plugged it back in and my blood sugar is definitely higher than it needs to be right now. Fun fact, I did try to start a makeup account when I was younger. Just a little Instagram account of eye looks. I was not talented enough to start an Instagram account, but by golly, I tried. I just got this super bright blush because Sabrina Carpenter's blush game has been making me so jealous. I know she probably uses a liquid blush, but this was the best shade I could find, and I don't got money for Rare Beauty blush right now. So we're sticking with our good old trusted ColourPop. If y'all also like the excessive blush trend, but I do, because my cheeks are just naturally red. When I put on makeup and it just covers up all the redness I'm used to seeing, it's a little jarring. So I like to just overpower myself with blush. Also, I think I said in an earlier clip this was Vow of Thieves, but no, I'm on the first one, which is Dance of Thieves. I don't think I'm ever actually gonna remember this name ever. It's gonna be like the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, where I still barely know the name. While this heats up, let's have a little talk about Dance of Thieves so far. Dance of Thieves has been so good so far. I feel like it threw me right into the middle of the story. I haven't really heard anybody's thoughts or opinions on this book. I just know a lot of people like it, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And it is my cup of tea, y'all. It is my cup of tea. They're going on a little adventure right now. We got a decent little enemies to lovers. They're not super big enemies, I don't think. Honestly, I hope they have a more falling out. That would be fun. I'm only like 70 pages in and it's a 500-page long book, so I think they have time for that. But I think we're just slowly working towards the lovers side of the enemies to lovers right now. Side characters have been pretty good. Plot's interesting. Of what I've read so far, it's definitely a solid YA. It's been very clean, like wording wise, all of that, which is nice. Let's go get some coffee. I got a blackberry latte and honestly, it's so good. The first sip though, I got way too much blackberry and I thought I just made a huge mistake, but it's actually a really good drink. It's got a nice tartness to the coffee. I'm so happy with it. I just got to Half Price Books. This is my first time with an actual camera in public, so if there's not many clips, just know I'm still getting over social anxiety with a camera, okay? I want to find at least one book today. I haven't the last couple times. And I may see if they want to buy some of my books that I have in the back of my car that I need to get rid of. They're always... One thing you should know about me, if it's ever nice outside, I will be driving with the windows down and I don't care what my hair looks like after. Bear with me here. I just got home. I just got home from seeing Inside Out 2. Is Disney making a little bit of a comeback right now? I grew up like always going to Disney movies when I was a kid, even a teenager, but then they like fell off and I wasn't interested in any of the new releases, but Inside Out 2, so good. I had to hold myself back from sobbing. I was sitting there in the theater like, because if I started like full out crying, it was not gonna stop anytime soon. So I had to hold it together. I had to, and I did. A few tears did escape. But anyways, we ran some other errands this morning. Not errands at all. We ran some other fun things to do this morning. I got my coffee. We went to the bookstore. I did find a little book. I found the second in the Scythe, whatever series this is. I found the second book. I have the first one that I also haven't read, but new book to add on to the TBR that is ever growing. And then I went over to Old Navy and I was looking for like different pants, like some linen pants, something like that. They didn't have that. So instead I bought a couple shirts. I don't need more shirts, but these had like a nice square neckline and this color is something I don't have in my wardrobe and it was $5. So how could I say no? And since it was $5, I picked up another one. But I love a square neckline on myself so much. These tops, this is like just a slightly lot brighter version of this one. Okay, they are not as similar as I thought. But I wanted some more bright colors for summer, and we're still on the hunt for a linen pant. And then after the movie, I wasn't ready to just come home and chill out the rest of the night quite yet. It is, what time is it? 4:41 right now. But I went over to Altered State, and y'all, I had this green dress that I was in love with, but I took it on a trip and I think it got stuck in the zipper. So there was like a giant rip in the fabric in the back on the design. There wasn't really a way to fix it. It was just all frayed and it made me so sad because I love how that dress fitted me. And the color and pattern was gorgeous on it too. But I went in today and they had the same dress just in a nice purple. This is also one of my favorite colors. So I have my dress back, but just in a different color now. It's been rebirthed. With all that being said, I read a bit of my book this morning, but I didn't get to too much. I think I've read about 10 pages today, if I'm being so honest. I normally don't have a whole extra free day, so I took full advantage of that. I did get a video rough cut done completely, so I think I'm gonna do some more color editing because I was working on that a little bit ago before I left for the second time. So I think I'm gonna work on the color editing and then read quite a bit tonight because I'm gonna be ready to just zone out before I have to go back to work again tomorrow. Can someone explain why the Downton Abbey theme is on this fantasy playlist? I'm just sitting here reading my fantasy book and I'm like, is that Downton Abbey? It was.
Hello? This is Downton Abbey.
I am so tired right now. It's only just turned 9 o'clock. I'm 166 pages in. This book has been so good. I'm gonna focus in. Question. When am I actually gonna find an enemies to lovers book? Cause this is fun, but this ain't it. If you were gonna read this book because you wanted enemies to lovers, babe, it's just not it. That's not what I was looking for. This book though, besides that, very good, but that tag is a little bit ridiculous. And it's a fantasy. It had every opportunity to be a good enemies to lovers story, but no. Anyway, still loving the characters and everything. I'm on my lunch break. My dog is drinking all her water right now. Got a little protein coffee from Dutch Bros because I wanted one. That's all the reason I needed. I ended up at Sonic again. Guess I have to get a diet cherry limeade. I have an actual obsession with them right now. It's a problem. We got the goods. And this is a aesthetically pleasing boba and not a diet cherry limeade. It's the drink of the summer. It's been a second since I've caught up with y'all. Yesterday was work and then had some time with extended family, so didn't feel like shoving a camera in their face, but it is Saturday now. I have 90 pages left in this book. I've been reading quite a bit this morning. I was just sitting down by the pool for a bit, reading. Obviously got in said pool because it's hot as all get out in Texas already. It's actually not even 100 degrees yet, so maybe it'll be a chiller summer than last year. It was like 100 every day. One can hope. I'm gonna go wash the pool off of myself, finish reading this book, and then I have a couple errands I wanna run today and we'll just take y'all along. I'll be back. I think I've lost my insulin pump. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm a silly person. Why do I do things like this? What are you doing? So I got everything from the pool except my expensive medical supplies that keeps me alive. And the worst part is, it wasn't delivering insulin because it got too hot, so it was beeping down there the whole time I wasn't there. I feel so bad. Yeesh. Okay, sorry about that. The way it is dark outside and I'm sweating because I was outside is unacceptable. Oh gosh, okay. We've got the Ollipops. Hopefully you just got back from a very aesthetically pleasing montage. I doubt it was, but we're working on it. We're building that skill, all right? Stick with me, please. There's so much to learn. That was my dog burping. My day went a little awry, in the best way. I got a text from my sister-in-law and she was like, hey, do you wanna hang out? And I was like, sure, let me finish the last 10 pages of my book. So I finished the book, it's upside down. Finished the book. I had a great time with this series. The series is, I've read one book so far. I had a great time with this book. It is spice-free, yeah. I would call this spice-free, so that's a major win. I love that when I can finally find that in a book. It's a dual POV book. You're following Kazi, Kazu, Kazulu, Jace, Hazimo.
What just happened?
You're following Casey. Casey, is that her name? I feel like I'm saying that so wrong, but Casey, you're following her. She is working for the Queen's like elite soldiers, so she's incredible. Her nickname is 10 because she was a really good thief, and the crime for getting caught stealing something was chopping off one of their fingertips or something like that. So she has all 10 of her fingers, so everybody gave her the nickname of 10. And then that's how the Queen got connected with her, which I don't know if they fully explained. But basically the Queen was like, girl, you got talent. Let's use that in a different way. So she works for the Queen, and she's going to investigate this other kingdom that isn't seen as a actual kingdom. They're kind of just seen as this random place in the middle of all these other kingdoms that should have their own power, but they don't. So the Queen sends a squad of her like elite guard in here. Raton, something like that. They're called Raton, Ratatouille. They're called Ratatouille. Something like that. You get the point. She believes they have some sort of dark secret in there that is going to harm the rest of the continent. So she sends them in to investigate that. And then a lot of stuff happens in the beginning of this book that I don't want to spoil. We're following our second character is Jace, the king of the other area. So they meet up, obviously, and we're kind of just following their little enemies to lover story, both POVs. There's some fun little plot twist in here, and I just had a good time. And I'm ready to read the second one. I tabbed a decent little bit. I'm trying to get better about tabbing parts so I actually remember what I want to talk about. All in all, if you just want a book that gets you to the plot fast, this is your book. I read this so fast. It was 500 pages. It did take me all week, but I had a crazy busy week, and I feel like I didn't put that many hours into actually reading this week. So this went by so fast for me while I was reading. Let's get into, what else was I doing? Yes, I just got back from hanging out with some of my family. It was just kind of a spontaneous little hangout, so we were just having a good grand old time over there for a second. And then after that, like I said, I wanted to run to Barnes & Noble's today. Got there about 20 minutes before they closed, so I like rushed in, grabbed one book. The book that I did want to get today, which was Powerful, the Barnes & Noble exclusive, because I have the other exclusive as well. But I'm going to have a reading vlog on this soon. Not next week, but the week following is going to be the reading vlog for that. And I'm so excited to read this and Reckless. I love this world. And if you want to talk about enemies to lovers, ooh, this is so good. Oh, sad day. Normally they have something special on the actual hardback for their special editions, but they don't on this one, so that's disappointing. Just wanted to get the exclusive so they all kind of match, even though this is the tiniest book I have ever seen in my life. This is a hardback. This is a normal size paperback. Do you, like, it's a baby. It's so cute. I kind of love it. I know a lot of people don't like it because it does not match up with, sorry, my nose is apparently the most itchy thing in the world, but a lot of people don't like it because it doesn't match up like height-wise with the other book, but I just think it's so freaking cute. I really do love it. I'm so excited to get into this and like get a slight recap of Powerless through this, and then I get to jump right back in with my favorite enemies to lovers here in a little bit on July 2nd. I need to get some more done today, like filming wise, but had a great time, made some memories, so that's what counts, right? I'm going to cool down for a second, and then I need to film some tiki-talkies. I'm gonna go do that. I will catch up with y'all tomorrow. It's like the end of Sunday right now. I have not read anything. I probably won't read any books today because I'm just in editing mode right now. So I'm gonna end this video. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want more vlogs like this or if you like normal other stuff I do. Did that make sense? Probably not. That's fine. I'll see y'all next week.